Hi guys, welcome back to Sim UK and of course Cattle and Crops. Now in the last episode I mistakenly thought that we had completed our mission. It turns out there are multiple missions in this first mission. So my focus today is not going to be around the control issues that I've had, because we seem to be at a point where I can actually play the game now, which is wonderful. Rather we're going to be focusing on the game and the content and the experience as a whole. So, first job is get this hooked up. Now I'm going to try again and reverse into this thing, but I really don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's so tight. So unbelievably tight. And it doesn't help that I'm all over the place. So I'm trying to get, I think what I was doing wrong there actually was I was trying to get the wheels not to go near the stands, because obviously they'd knock the stand over, but I don't think that's what you're meant to do. Let me just try that one more time here. So I'm going to ignore the wheels and I'm going to focus on getting the tanker bit in between the green bit as best I can. Now what's a bit difficult here is that the camera is centralised on the tractor, so as I'm trying to use that to guide myself in, it keeps moving around and then I don't know where I actually am, so that's not helping me at all, I'll be quite honest. Oh, I'm in. Am I in? Oh, I thought I was in for a second there. Am I in? I'm in! No, I'm not in. Okay. Well, we tried. I gave it a really good go there. Right. So, we need to fill up. We need to fill up. So let's get into the correct position. Press control on the board, select more slurry and start. So it's $9 for every 1,000 kilograms. That seems quite reasonable. It is slurry after all. Don't know how much I'd pay for slurry, to be quite fair. Right, next bit. On we go. So it seems like the first 3 gears really don't make much difference to the speed that the vehicle travels at. Only gear 6 that seems to make any significant impact on forward momentum. Alright, indicator on. Damn it, that's me pressing the brake, trying to brake instead of the accelerator. Can I don't want to focus on these issues in this episode, but I'm just wondering if I can swap. No, I can't. I've looked at this before. There is no way that I can see of swapping the accelerator and the brake round. I mean, when you try and configure it, it does configure correctly. So it knows that the accelerator is the accelerator and the brake is the brake. It's just when you get into the vehicle, it's the wrong way round. So I'm guessing that's just a bug more than anything. Right, indicator off. 7th gear. Let's go external for a bit. Oh, there was a turn in there. I did the same flipping thing I did last time. Oh, and there's a car. Right. Alright. Just drive into me then, why don't you? Right, let's just go off-road, guys. Back into the cab. Because that guy was not exactly being helpful, was he? I don't see any vehicles. I think we're safe. Now, I'll be honest, it's not that easy to see where I'm going. It could be because it's foggy. I don't know. It could be that there's an issue with the lights. I don't know. I can just about see where I'm going. Although part of me feels like... I was going to say turning the lights off might be easier, but no, it isn't. Definitely not. So it does look misty out there. A lot of the lights are sort of giving that misty look and feel to it, so maybe that's just the case. Oh, okay, are we back to the same field? We are, aren't we? Fertilised field 3. So this one slurry tanker isn't enough to fertilise the entire field, perhaps. Okay, well, that's interesting. Let's unfold it. It's going to be difficult, I think, to know where I have and where I haven't processed. Especially seeing as I did that weird headland approach. So, is it just that we haven't quite finished fertilising field 3? Is that what the problem is? Because the orange bar up there in the top left hand corner is nearly full. So I'm thinking maybe we just run out of stuff before we got to the end. So hopefully... and I think that's working at the moment. Albeit I am all over the place here. This is some terrible farmmanship, but I'm just trying to complete the mission so we can just get on and see what other stuff there is to do. I assume that's on. Is it on? How do I know if it's on? Bottom right hand corner, the amount of liquid slurry is reducing. That means we are dropping slurry out, so that's good. And now we're on the bumpy stuff, which means that we're... now's a good time to turn around. You can see how complicated it is to turn around. On this nice flat surface where we haven't driven, it's easy. But over there, where the tyre tracks are, you can see there's a lot more difficult to stay in a straight line and do anything particularly useful. Trying to get the camera in a decent position. That's not bad, I suppose. Oh, brakes. So we've almost done enough of this field to deem it be completed, but not quite enough yet. Wonder if I can close... No, I don't seem to be able to close any of that stuff. And I'm all over the place again, look. So a bit wonky. It's actually really difficult to do this at night. Mostly because there's not much to indicate where you are. So I can't see how far the edge of the field is that way. Can't really see how far the edge of the field is that way either. I can't even see where the end of the field is, if I'm being honest. The only thing I can, I suppose, do is line myself up with the trees that are there. If you did this like 4 or 5 times over, you'd probably learn some useful skills that you can utilise. I also think maybe I'm going a bit too slowly. Back onto the headland, as it were. It says complete mission there. But it's the orange bar is not completely at the end. So I'm just wondering if I can just keep going and completely fill this field, and if that will then automatically complete this mission. I don't know. Could really do with some side lights. Gotta say, the liquid slurry is escaping a lot quicker than I expected it would. How cool is that though? I've got my hazards on, I just realised. Come on, orange bar, you've got to go to 100% soon. Although I feel like I might be going over a bit of ground I've already been on. Yes! Excellent. Drive to the sewage plant. Right, we'll turn that off. Raise it up, fold it in. We might as well just drive to the edge of the field here and take a left. As soon as I figure out where the edge of the field is. Oh, okay. Maybe we won't go through the bushes. There's got to be a gap down here somewhere. Can't really see out there very well. I can't see out there at all. There we go, job done. It is tricky to see where you're going. There we go. Right, let's get some speed up. Top gear. I think it'd be nicer to look at this in daylight, because obviously where it's so dark you just really can't get any appreciation for the surrounding environment. Sorry if I've gone quiet, guys. I'm really concentrating hard, trying not to crash or go the wrong way. Again, there's me stamping on the brake to slow down, and that's obviously in this game at the moment the accelerator, which is causing me no end of problems. Thankfully, the damage element of this game is not implemented yet. I understand there is a damage element coming. I do need to actually get a bit more up to date with what's going on with this game. In terms of what is definitely coming and what is proposed to be coming. Right, are we filling up again? I can't believe we'd be filling up again. Field 3 is done. Okay, detach. And the game crashed. Oh, that scared me for a second. Congratulations, mission complete. It smells, but we need it. 100%. This took me 1 hour and 18 minutes. But I did have to go back to the slurry pit. Okay, good. I don't know where I am. Oh, there's the tractor. I can't zoom in on that for some reason. I appear to be stuck over here. Am I out of the tractor? I am. Oh, I've been kicked out of my own tractor. How interesting. How interesting. Okay, well, we're back in, and that's beautifully come back in like it's supposed to. How do we now get on to the next mission? Is there another mission? Planning. Quests. Preparation is everything. Soil cultivation with the Cockerling Rebel. We'll accept that. Now we bring the slurry into the ground with the cultivator, so all the nutrients can be spread out ideally. In addition to that, the incorporation of the maize stubbles helps to prevent disease. How interesting. Okay, mission content has been created, and away we can go. We don't have anything on the back now. We're not actively working, so we can turn the beacon off. It is really hard to see where you're going. Indicator off. I assume now we're going to go pick up this cultivator from somewhere. Perhaps buy it from the shop. Who knows? His maps are just huge. And I love these little off-roads as well. They're really nice. Reminds me of the farms in Britain. Attach the cultivator. I'd love to. Where is it? Give us a clue. Where's the cultivator? Oh, it's in that building? I think it might be in the building. Alright. First person view. Wow. I feel... Oh, excuse me. When I'm playing this game... When I'm playing this game at the moment, it just feels like I'm drunk. Because the controls are so all over the place. Oh, okay. So I need to go in the other way. All right. Oh, man. It genuinely feels like I've had about 20 pints and I don't know what the flip. I can't remember which leg is which. Oh, my God. I can't even get into this tractor. Oh, so funny. Excuse me. That chuckled me. That tickled me there. Made me laugh. Right. Let's back her up. Oh, wow, that was funny. So oh, I'm going to shut up in a minute. I do apologise. Right. So that's kind of automated. Let's try and reverse in there without banging into anything. Kind of weird that all the doors open as I get close to it. Now that's not perfectly lined up, but it will allow me to attach it anyway. Oh, that's not the brake, that's the accelerator. Right, let's head on. Where are we going? Oof, couldn't see the road for looking. Right, max speed. In all honesty, I'm kind of driving using the GPS because I can't see enough to do anything else. Oh, a different field. Down into gear 3. Right, drive to field 13. Check. Lower the cultivator. Oh. Check. Oh wow, we're away. Just started accelerating without me. You can't work on this field. Oh, because I wasn't on the field. Okay. Right, now these follow the circles approach is how the original tutorial was implemented, and I was wondering where that had gone when we did the slurry covering just now in the previous mission. But yeah, I don't know how to turn it on or off, but it must be automatically on in this instance because I didn't do anything different than I did on the other field. So don't ask me how to turn this on. I don't know yet. I have a lot to learn about this game. I'm just learning as I play and sharing what I learn with you. That's basically what we're doing here. Cultivate the next track. I'd love to. Why is it down that end? I do love the sounds coming out of that cultivator. That clanging and banging of metal. That sounds very authentic to me. Are you joking me? Okay, I'm not being funny, that is clearly a bug. Now, there's no right way and there's no wrong way. Well, I have said previously there's no right way and no wrong way of cultivating or processing a field. But I'm telling you now, you wouldn't drive from one end of a field to the other to cultivate it, turn around and drive all the way back down to the other end of the field to then cultivate the next line. You just wouldn't do that. Is it down? Yes, it's down. So this is clearly a bug, but we'll entertain the bug and we'll pretend it isn't there, and that extra bit of cultivation that we did will just go down as extra cultivation. Motivation's what you need. Cultivation's what you need. Found Dabby Dozy. Right, so it now appears that we're in a position where we can dictate in which direction we do the next row. So I will do it properly. Whoa! I'll do my best to do it properly. It's very difficult to see where the last line was, but I'm thinking round about here. Perfect. And just try and stick nice and close to it. You can see the orange progress bar is actually going up pretty quickly over there. We're in third gear, so I can put the accelerator flat down and I know it will keep us within the speed limits. 50% done already. Or no, hang on. Cultivate the field number 13 50%. So I have to cultivate 50% of the field. I think that's what that's saying up there. Certainly appears to be that's the case. Okay, now we're going to have to turn around the other way because this flipping bush or tree or whatever the hell it is in the way. Whoa, crikey. Let's push our way through there as best we can. Get back onto the bumpy stuff and drop it back down. Oh yes. When it's working, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Huge amounts of fun. I really enjoy this. So therapeutic. Unless my eyes deceive me, I think I've missed a strip there, but never mind. We're only doing 50% and we're almost there already. So we should be good. Trying to give you guys lots of different camera angles so you can see how fantastic this game looks. Nearly done, guys, nearly done. I'm going to try and turn around a bit early here. That's not going to work. Now, actually, I think at the moment, let's raise that up, trees don't do anything. Yeah, I was right, they don't do anything. They will do. That will be implemented. But as it stands at the moment, they don't do anything. So I can just drive through them like this without fear of incrimination. Or recrimination. Gosh, I don't know where I am now, I'm a bit lost. Am I on track? Looks like we are. Cultivate field to 100%. Okay. So we did the first part of the mission, we did it to 50%, and now it's saying carry on and do it to 100%. So we'll just do that. No problem whatsoever. I might create a sort of a headland down the bottom though. See all the dirt flicking up. I can't wait until that starts clinging to the window. Obviously if it's dry dirt then that wouldn't happen, but if it's wet dirt or mud as some people call it, yeah, if it's wet dirt then it should be sticking to the window, so there is that to take into consideration. I'd love to see that when that's implemented. That would look awesome. It is very difficult to see where you've just been. That's my only gripe about cultivation at the moment. But it is in the middle of the night, for goodness sakes. What time is it? I don't even know. Where's the clock on this game? 1:25 in the morning. So yeah, this would, I imagine, be a lot easier in the day. I don't know if you can skip a bit of time, go to sleep maybe. Have a break, something like that. I would hope that you can. Oh man, all over the place here. I am not keeping straight lines at all. I can't see anything, that's my problem. Okay, there's our previous track, I think. There's a very subtle difference between the two types of dirt at night time. I'm sure in the daytime, as I've said, it will look a lot more obvious, or be a lot more obvious. But I am really struggling to see A, where I've been, and B, where I'm going at the moment. I think here. Oh, I don't know. I'm struggling with this one. I really am. Why can't I have those guide marker things up? How do I put those on? There must be a way. I just don't know what it is. I'm going to have to try and figure it out. Let's start clicking on some of this crap. What does this do? Oh, that rotates the mirror. That rotates the mirror. 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 Front hydraulic arm. Door left. Door right. Steering console. Steering. Rear window. Rear arm, I'm guessing. Don't know. Soft top. Oh, that's cool. Front wiper. Toe pin attacher. Four-wheel drive. How do you know if it's on or not? I don't know. At best, it's confusing, I'd say. Did you see me rolling back there? Because there's a bit of an incline. That's cool, isn't it? I think that's so cool. Genuinely, I have no idea which bit we've done and which bit we're doing. I think we're here. I could just be going over the same bit again and again and again for all I know. It's almost impossible to see what you're doing. What would be nice is if that cultivate field number 13 information bar in the top left hand corner would increase as you're actually doing it. I mean, I know the orange bar increases, but I can't see. I mean, it moves so slowly, I can't see if it's actually moving or not. From above, it is a bit easier. I can say that much. But it certainly isn't easy. The orange bar is going up. I think I must have gone up and down the same line about 3 times there, guys. Do apologise. But as you can see, it's not that easy to see, if that makes sense. Looks like I missed a bit there. Try and fix that little issue. Get back onto a relative straight bit. I think we'll just finish this off from above, guys. Because as it is, I can't see what I'm doing otherwise. There's not enough light being chucked out by the front headlights, or they're at the wrong angle or something. It's making life very difficult. But we are making progress now. It is getting done. That orange bar is increasing and moving to the right as it should be. So 2018, guys, what a year for simulation, and what a year for farming simulation. We've been stuck really with Farm Simulator for many years now, and arguably I think that's almost trade descriptions because it's not a simulator in the real essence of things, is it? There are too many arcade elements to it to be a simulator. That's why I and 90% of the enthusiastic farming sim environment world are so excited about cattle and crops, and also Pure Farm, which is probably a good in-between farm sim and cattle and crops, I'd say. From what I've seen and the experience I've had of these games, cattle and crops seems to be the most realistic of all of them. But again, obviously it's still in early access, which means that it has some control binding issues and so on. Excellent. Oh, did you notice the rest of the field finished for me? That's interesting. Right, okay, that's done. Oh look, they're still rotating slowly. That's awesome. That's the attention to detail that makes this game, the ipso facto stand out, truest, most realistic simulator in my opinion. In fact, you know, you could arguably say the only true simulation. Right, let's get some speed up. Ooh, bit wonky there. It's because we've got a cultivator on the back, making the front end very light and steering rather bouncy, or boat-like. Whoa, brakes on, brakes on. Fantastic. What great fun. Whoa, that... See, again, I slam my foot on the brake to brake, but it's the accelerator. Causes me so many problems. Go to your house. Oh, we have a house. This means we will be able to sleep, I think. Right, let's turn the lights off. It's weird. I can either have the rear lights on or the beacons on. I can't seem to turn it all off. Maybe if I just turn off the engine. Nope. I cannot. One or the other has to be on, it seems. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, man. Oh, I give up. I give up. It's staying on. It's staying on. Right. Let's go first person view. Now, I did bind a button to bring on a torch. No, I don't know. Is it that one? That one? Ah, thank goodness for that. Oh, crikey, I'm all over the place. Right, where am I going? My house. There. Fantastic. Fantastic. Who left the door open? Oh, you can actually go in. And upstairs. A bit. Sleep for 8 hours. How do I sleep for 8 hours? Ooh. Congratulations. Mission complete. Preparation is everything. That's wonderful. Well, I'm really enjoying this game, guys. Hopefully you are too. It's still early access. There's a long way to go before this game is fully functioning. But my God, I think it's showing its quality in many places already. So hopefully you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this game. Any questions, ask away and I will do my best to answer them. Any suggestions, please send them my way. I'd appreciate it a huge amount. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye for now.